Flirted with my brother's wife. Because we had chemistry. Our parents joked we'd be a better match, and I thought it was harmless. Then she exposed our mom's affair at a family dinner, and now I'm being blamed for destroying everything. Okay, so here's where I am, and I honestly don't even know where to start. My brother and I have always had this weird competitive thing, even though we're not that far apart in age. Sports, friends, video games, life in general, he's always been the one things just work out for, and I'm me. He's not malicious about it usually, but he's confident, charming, the golden kid vibe, and yeah, I've spent a lot of my life being frustrated by it. Anyway, a few years back he met his wife, let's call her Cassie. From the start she just clicked with me in a way that felt electric, honestly. I know I shouldn't have noticed or felt anything, but I did. Cassie is smart, funny, the kind of person whose presence makes the air lighter, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, she's insanely attractive. Not like some untouchable celebrity type, just ridiculously magnetic, and she never crossed any lines with me. At least, not intentionally. She's polite, sweet, genuinely kind, but there was chemistry, undeniable energy when we were in the same room. So fast forward a bit. I'm at one of those big family weekends at our parents' place. Everyone's crowded in. There's teasing, wine, my mom and dad being their usual overbearing selves. My brother and Cassie have been married for a couple years, kids in tow, but something about them lately is tense. I notice it. He's snappy, she's distant. And I start joking around with her, teasing, little compliments here and there. Playful touches on the shoulder, flirty banter. Nothing crazy, or at least I thought so. Then my parents, in their infinite wisdom, make the comment, "Honestly, you two would probably be a better match." And instead of calling them on it, I laughed. Because why not? It's funny, right? Everyone's drunk enough, everyone's joking, it's harmless. I told myself it was harmless. Chemistry, vibes, nothing serious. I left little notes for her in the kitchen just to make her laugh. Left subtle teasing messages about how my brother could learn a thing or two from me. All innocent fun, or so I thought. Dinner rolls around. Big, crowded, everyone around the table. Wine flowing, small talk, the usual chaos. And then, just like that, she drops it. Out of nowhere, right in front of the entire family, she exposes my mom's affair. Not some small comment, the whole thing laid out. And suddenly the room explodes. My dad goes pale, my mom's screaming, my brother is frozen, and everyone is turning to look at me. Because obviously, somehow, I'm the spark. The trigger that made her feel comfortable enough to spill everything. And now I'm being blamed for destroying the family. For flirting with Cassie. For letting this happen. For every possible bad thing you can imagine. Here's the thing, yeah, I flirted. And yeah, there was chemistry, and maybe I pushed the envelope a little. But I never asked her to expose anything about anyone. I never planned to wreck the family. I was having fun, being me, and enjoying that connection with Cassie. And now suddenly, I'm the villain in a story I didn't write. The fallout is insane. My brother is furious, doesn't even know whether to yell at me or his wife. Everyone's accusing everyone else, and I'm just watching it burn, partly in disbelief, partly because I can't believe how quickly things escalated. My mom won't even look at me. Dad is pacing and mumbling. Cousins are whispering in corners, and through it all, Cassie is just calm, almost smug, like she knew this would happen and played it perfectly. I honestly don't know what to do. Part of me thinks maybe I pushed too far, maybe I should have been smarter, kept my distance, avoided the jokes, the teasing, all of it. But another part of me is thrilled by the chaos, by the fact that my presence, my flirting, my connection with Cassie could actually shake things up this much. I've never felt more alive in a family gathering. But also, I might have just made myself the most hated person in the family. Update 1. Okay, so I went back home after that dinner from hell, and wow, just wow, the fallout has been non-stop, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around how fast things spiraled. Honestly, I thought once the wine ended and everyone cooled down a bit, people would laugh it off, maybe shake their heads at Cassie for spilling the family secrets. But nope, that did not happen. Instead, I'm apparently public enemy number 1. Like I single-handedly destroyed my family in the span of 20 minutes, all because I flirted with my brother's wife. First, the parents. Oh man, the parents. My mom went full nuclear on me. She keeps blaming me for encouraging Cassie, or setting the tone for betrayal. She's yelling at me across the living room, slamming doors, pacing, gesturing like she's conducting some kind of symphony of rage. Dad is more subtle, but he's clearly simmering. He keeps muttering about setting an example and family values. but I catch the side eye he gives my brother when he tries to defend me. Basically, everyone's in attack mode. My brother, it's complicated, he's furious, but it's this weird mix of anger and humiliation. Cassie. I don't even know what she's doing. She's calm, collected, almost smug, and it's terrifying. She's acting like none of this is a big deal while the rest of the family is imploding. I can't tell if she's genuinely amused or if she's just playing a game with me. Either way, she's clearly in control, and that makes me, well, I won't lie, a little obsessed. Part of me wants to apologize just to see her reaction, and part of me wants to lean into it and see how much chaos we can cause together. Extended family isn't helping either. My cousin, let's call him Todd, is obsessed with drama. He's already texting everyone, whispering in corners, trying to find out every tiny detail of what happened. And Aunt Lindell, who loves gossip more than anyone I've ever met, keeps popping up with questions, all wide-eyed and horrified. It's exhausting. Family friends who normally stay neutral are calling my parents, asking what's going on, and somehow I'm the common denominator. People are already taking sides. Some are whispering about how I led Cassie on, others about how I shouldn't be trusted around the kids. I keep hearing bits and pieces, and I can feel the narrative twisting in ways I don't control, but also, kind of I do. I have to admit, though it's not all bad. Watching my mom flustered like this? Pure gold. Seeing my brother embarrassed, unsure whether to yell at me or cry or both? Entertaining as hell. And the way Cassie looks at me, like she knows something I don't, I can't stop thinking about it. I've never felt more alive at a family gathering in my life. But yeah, the chaos is real. My brother keeps asking me if I planned this, or if I knew she'd go that far. I keep shrugging, saying, I don't control other people, which is technically true, but it's also me trying to stay untouchable. I've started casually twisting things when people confront me, making it seem like I was just joking, that the blame isn't mine, that Cassie's a wild card, and honestly, maybe my mom brought this on herself. It's petty, manipulative, and I'm not even ashamed. Update 2. Alright, my brother has gone full-on revenge mode. I knew he'd be mad, but I didn't think he'd go out of his way to try and ruin me. He's been texting our mutual friends, making little comments that cast me as manipulative, reckless, someone you can't trust around family or kids. I hear about it from other relatives before he even gets the chance to speak to me. Basically, he's painting me as the villain of the story, and yeah, part of me is impressed by how thorough he's being, but also, fuck, it's stressful. The thing is, I'm not just sitting back and letting him run the narrative. Oh no, I started dropping tiny details about mom's affair to other relatives. Not everyone, just enough to make it messy, make it impossible for him to pin the blame entirely on me. Every time someone glares at me or asks why I led Cassie on or caused all this, I shrug and smile like I'm above it. And the more I leak, the more the drama spreads. Suddenly, it's not just about me flirting, it's about every secret my family has ever tried to hide. And yes, it's slightly dangerous, but man, it's addictively thrilling. Cassie, she's become the real wild card. I've started flirting more aggressively now, pushing boundaries we had sort of danced around before. Subtle touches, teasing comments, staying a little too long in private conversations when no one's watching. I can tell my brother notices, and I know it's driving him crazy. But Cassie is no pushover, she's playing me too. She's giving me attention, making me feel like I'm in on some game only we understand, while also reminding me, in the quietest ways, that she could expose more than just mom if I push too hard. It's nerve-wracking, exciting, and exactly the kind of chaos I feed off. I've started keeping a sort of chaos journal in my head and sometimes on my phone, just noting everyone's reactions, tracking alliances, and figuring out how to use the tension to my advantage. It's petty, I know, but I can't stop. Seeing my cousin Todd sneak around, trying to record conversations on his phone like some amateur detective, or Aunt Lindell popping up with questions about every little incident, it's like living inside a reality TV show I've built without anyone else realizing it. And it's not just my immediate family friends, distant cousins, even neighbors who know someone in the extended family are starting to whisper. The gossip machine is running at full speed, and I'm not just a participant, I'm the spark. I keep reminding myself that some of it is chaos I can't control, but some of it I can. And that control, even if it's messy, feels amazing. My brother's tactics? Classic and predictable. He tries to corner me in public, tries to shame me in front of others, sends passive-aggressive texts, and even tried to manipulate Cassie subtly. But the thing is, the more he pushes, the more I push back. If he whispers to someone about me being reckless, I whisper something juicier right back about mom, or him. or literally anyone else who's hiding anything. Suddenly, he's the one scrambling to clean up the fallout. It's petty, chaotic, and honestly, borderline satisfying. Cassie's reactions are the worst and best. She knows exactly what she's doing. She teases me, flirts just enough to keep me hooked, and drops hints that she could say more if she wanted to. Every time I think I have some leverage, she flips it around, and I realize I'm not entirely in control anymore. But the thrill, the tension, it's impossible to resist. I keep thinking, maybe I should stop, maybe I should back off, but I can't. Part of me wants to see how far we can go before something really breaks. At the same time, I can feel this creeping tension. Some of the stuff I've said about Mom, the flirting with Cassie, the rumors circulating, it's a powder keg. I can feel people getting closer to figuring out I'm pushing things deliberately. Some of my friends are starting to distance themselves, sensing the drama is spiraling, while others seem almost fascinated by the chaos. I'm in this weird spot where I feel untouchable, but also aware that one wrong move could make me the actual target of everyone's wrath. And yet I'm hooked. I can't stop analyzing every look, every whisper, every slight shift in tone. Every time my brother glares at me or Cassie smirks, I get this adrenaline rush. Part of me knows this could blow up in my face in ways I can't predict, but another part just wants to ride it out. Watch the chaos grow. Keep poking, prodding, nudging until the whole house collapses under its own secrets. So yeah. Update 3: things have officially spun out of control, and I'm not sure I can even describe it without sounding like a total disaster architect, but here we are. My brother took things to a new level this week. He actually went and consulted a lawyer, not for custody or anything crazy, but more like a preemptive strike, making threats about family disputes and inheritance manipulation. He wants to paint me as some scheming lunatic who's trying to destabilize everyone for attention. Honestly, I laughed when I heard. Part of me is impressed by his dedication. The other part is just thrilled at how high the stakes have gotten. I mean, come on, he's basically legitimizing the drama I created. Cassie, on the other hand, is both a blessing and a curse in this storm. She's fully aware of my obsession with her, and she's exploiting it. Little touches, teasing comments, whispers when no one's looking, it's constant. And she knows exactly how to keep me hooked. But she's also careful. She drops subtle threats about revealing more if I push things too far, and that keeps me on edge. I like to think I'm in control, but she's quietly reminding me that I'm not. And honestly, that tension, it's addictive. Every time she smiles at me or says something just a little too playful, I feel this surge of energy, like I'm in the center of some epic chess match and she's making moves I don't fully see. Extended family events have become arenas. Every gathering feels like a battle zone. Cousins whisper, aunts side-eye, friends of the family start dropping hints they've heard things, and I just soak it all in. I know some people are plotting behind my back, recording conversations, trying to catch me in a misstep, but I don't care. I'm too fascinated by the chaos to step back. I've even caught glimpses of my brother trying to manipulate Cassie subtly, and it's hilarious watching him fail. He's so obvious, so predictable. Mom is completely spiraling. She caught me alone in the kitchen the other day and went off about how I've ruined everything, how this is all my fault, how I've humiliated her. She's angry, hurt, embarrassed, and yet I can see the guilt and shame behind her words. She knows she did things she shouldn't have, and she's terrified of everyone finding out more. I didn't apologize. I didn't defend myself. I just let her stew. Part of me enjoys watching her unravel because honestly, she's not exactly innocent in this either. Socially, I'm noticing the ripple effects. Some friends are distancing themselves, claiming the drama is too much, too unpredictable. Others, the thrill seekers, are drawn to it. They want updates, gossip, inside scoops, and they love watching the family implode. I'm starting to feel this weird mix of paranoia and power. I can feel the walls closing in some ways like I'm under a microscope, but I also feel untouchable in others. Every secret, every little move I make keeps the momentum going. The funny part? I'm addicted to it. I know I shouldn't be. I know I'm playing a dangerous game. I know at any moment someone could flip the table and expose everything in a way that actually ruins me. But right now, the thrill outweighs the fear. Every raised eyebrow, every whisper behind my back, every glare from my brother is fuel. I've stopped worrying about consequences in the traditional sense. It's all just another piece of the game, another variable I can manipulate. And the family is fractured. Weddings, holidays, even simple get-togethers are tense. People are choosing sides, whispering, watching each other like predators. I've overheard whispers of my brother plotting retaliation, extended family gossiping about past grievances, and Cassie hinting at holding more secrets over me. It's a perfect storm. Everything I touch turns into chaos, and yet I can't stop. So yeah, that's where things are now. I'm in the middle of a family war I didn't start but definitely fanned the flames of. I've got my brother plotting legal maneuvers, Cassie keeping me on a knife's edge, mom losing it, relatives whispering, friends dropping away, and me just riding it. I feel like the central node in a collapsing network. I know things could get worse. I know I could be exposed in ways I don't want, but part of me wouldn't have it any other way. Honestly, I don't even know what normal is anymore. Holidays might never be the same, trust is gone, and every interaction is loaded. And yet I feel alive in a way I haven't in years. Like I'm at the center of a storm I built with my own hands. The chaos has a rhythm, and I'm dancing right in it. Final update. Alright, so this is where everything hits peak chaos, and honestly, I don't even know where to start without sounding like a complete disaster magnet. But here it is. Things have officially blown up in ways I didn't fully anticipate, and now it's not just about me flirting with Cassie anymore. It's the ripple effect of that dinner and every little thing I've stirred since. First off, Cassie and my brother are basically on pause. She's staying with her sister for a while, and he's left to stew at home, angry, humiliated, and constantly checking his phone like he's waiting for me to make another move. I get it, he thinks I'm some kind of puppet master who ruined his marriage and exposed everything. Truth is, yeah, I did push boundaries, but he's losing perspective on how much of this is his own insecurity and how much is actual manipulation. He's trying to corner her, trying to frame me as the problem, but she's got her own agenda now. I catch glimpses of her smiling at me in group texts, little teasing emojis, stuff only I notice, and it's driving both of us insane. She blames me for the emotional chaos, but also, I swear, there's a part of her that admires my audacity. Mom is furious, like genuinely plotting against me, furious. She's cut me off in every sense, blocked me on social media, started legal threats over gossip she thinks I've spread. The thing is, I've already slipped some details to relatives who've never been close to her, so her threats are mostly empty. I can tell she's panicking though, because every time I see her at family events, she's defensive, tense, trying to read my expression like I'm going to spill another secret. Honestly, it's hilarious. I feel almost bad, but not really. Watching her spiral is the perfect storm after years of her own manipulations. Extended family? Forget it. Weddings, birthday parties, any little gathering is a minefield. Aunts whisper, cousins take sides, random family friends drop hints like they're in on some secret, and every conversation is loaded. I've been the target of passive-aggressive comments, pointed looks, and backhanded compliments. Some of it's annoying, some of it's thrilling. People are finally seeing me for the chaotic force I am, whether they like it or not. My own social circle is fracturing too. Some friends have disappeared, saying too much drama, or we can't be around this, while others are hanging on, loving the inside scoop. It's a weird mix of paranoia and validation, like half the world wants me to fail, the other half can't get enough of watching me stir the pot. And Cassie, she's still my wild card. We have these private moments where it's just the two of us, teasing, pushing boundaries. She flirts, she threatens, she challenges me, and somehow it's exhilarating. It's dangerous, but I like the danger. I know we're both aware that one slip could make everything worse, but somehow that tension fuels everything. Every glance, every touch, every whisper feels like a power move. I can't lie, I'm obsessed with it, and I know she's enjoying the chaos too. But the consequences are real. Holidays are canceled, trust is destroyed, and family gatherings are tense. The normalcy we used to have is gone, and I can't see it coming back anytime soon. People are hyper-aware now. They second-guess everything. They analyze every interaction, and they're cautious around me. Some avoid me entirely, while others seem fascinated, like I'm some kind of legendary disaster architect. I won't lie, I feel the exhaustion. I've burned a lot of bridges, made a lot of enemies, and probably permanently shifted the dynamics of my entire family. And yet I feel alive in a way I haven't in years. Like I'm at the center of a storm I built myself, watching it spin out in all directions. I've gone too far, sure, but part of me secretly revels in the fact that no one will forget what happened. No one can ignore it, and no one can control me in the way they're trying. So yeah, that's where I am. Partially alone, partially feared, partially admired. I'm not exactly winning friends, but I've made myself unforgettable. My brother's marriage is shaky, my mom is furious and paranoid, extended family is fractured, and Cassie, Well, she's still a beautiful, infuriating, intoxicating enigma at the center of it all. I don't know if I've lost or won, but I know this: nothing is normal anymore. Family holidays are canceled, trust is gone, and everyone is walking on eggshells.